Let's pick up this week where we left off last week. Jason is still in New York trapping with Mike and Linda White of Sawmill Creek Baits and Lures and Trappin' Girl Inc.
Little female. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, little female. So we'll go ahead, we'll get her out. Right behind the head, just like she should be. This is in a 160. You see my trigger configuration is still the same. I've been doing it on these, just like I was on the 220s. Something took my bait, so obviously something was here. So I gotta have to rebait this. All right, we're probably half a mile away from the truck on the side-by-side, so I don't have any more beaver meat with me, so I'm gonna use some final step. I'm going to use a pretty big gob, more than I would normally use on a dirt hole. I'm going to make sure I'm all the way in the back. Maybe I'll even put a little more in there. I get a good price. We'll put that in there. We'll get our trap in here. Pinch the levers up. Once again, you can see I'm back further than I need to be. Part of that, it's nice if you're back far enough, it helps prevent some of the coon from wanting to reach in. Coon will try to reach in and grab the bait without committing to going in the box, and then they just get set off. So that kind of helps with that, and the law says I have to be back 4 inches. So we're all set with that, and it's time to go.
This portion of Trapping Across America is brought to you by F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post.
When I set fisher sets, everybody thinks pines, hemlocks, things like that. That's a good location. We don't have a lot of that here. This right here, we're just on a ridge. There's a lot of mast in here. There's beech trees back in the back here. We got probably a 50-acre field right here. We're right on a corner. I try to set so the wind does the work. So I'm just off the corner of the field, and I'm letting my bait and my lure blow back through this woods. This patch of woods is only maybe 75 to 100 yards wide. I have another box down a little ways. So basically anything that crosses this ridge all the way through here has to come through here. So by setting both corners of it, whether we have a northwest wind or a southwest wind, this entire block of woods, which goes over the hill and down into a swamp, is all, this whole piece is covered. So this is one of the type of locations that I like to look for. It's just, it's a natural pinch point.
They head off to the next location to see what they've caught in the trap. It looks like they've caught a raccoon. These animals may look like cute, cuddly bandits, but they can be quite fearsome when approached. Clever and cunning, Raccoon's IQ has been found to be greater than a cat and just below a monkey on the mammal IQ scale. Based on the number of neurons as well as an IQ test, raccoons are found to be smarter than both cats and dogs. Linda is one happy girl. She loves spending time trapping with her husband.
Oh, we just drove by. My trap's right here. That's my pipe. It was buried in all this they left out here when they chopped corn. And here's the coyote tracks where they came in and dug out the pipe to get to the bait. Just didn't step on the trap first. So we're gonna remake this and straighten this out and see what we can do.
But the next one pays off with an opossum.
So, this was a bone set. You can see I had a trap back here. I had those two bones kind of set up around my pipe. And unfortunately, you can't catch a coyote if you've got a possum in your trap. So we're gonna take care of this and get it remade, and hopefully we'll have better luck next time.
Linda gets this bone set remade and hopes to catch something other than an opossum.
Am I pointing the right way?
Yeah, your wind should be here somewhere.
Okay, good. Right? Is that right?
Huh?
I'm pointing the right way?
What are you using for your back in
My
this?
pipe's right there.
Yeah, I mean, you're alright. If you get a southwest wind, you're alright. I mean, I think you're alright either way.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna keep going then.
You can keep going.
While Linda gets the trap reset, Mike checks the field for tracks before heading to the other spot.
See where we were sinking? Look at, these are all coyote tracks. But look at right here. I wanted to come out in this track. Holy, for the love. That's a big male. Big, big male. That's a nice fisher. 220, perfect catch. Doesn't look like he fought the trap too bad. He's laying right here in front. Still got our meat in there. So we're gonna remake this and see what else we can get. The size of the paws on him. That's a big, big male. There we go. We're all set. Time to go.
The crew arrive at the next spot to find a red fox in it. Foxes are more like cats than dogs. Similar to cats, foxes are nocturnal and are extremely playful. They live in underground dens and are smelly little critters. They make 40 different sounds and have impeccable hearing.
All right, we got a nice little red fox. This was a real good spot for us last year. We took several fox out of here. We're real close to town, so there is some fox right through here. This is a great location. We got this hedgerow that Jason pans out. You can see this thing goes probably 3/4 of a mile out to a main road. Comes right here to a crossing, and we have a big creek on the other side of this crossing. So it's a perfect natural pinch point. So we're going to take care of this fox, remake this set, and see what else we can catch today.
Mike gets this trap reset.
Put our pan cover in there. Once again, we're gonna make do with what we have. This happens frequently. Just gonna kind of spread a little of this out, blend it in a little bit better, and we're all set.
As a good sign, Michael's first one was a possum, and then his day looked better.
It did.
So, hopefully, my first one is a possum, and my day will look better. So, alright, we're gonna get him out of the trap, remake this set, and then hopefully catch some canines. So they're both back leg catches. I can't tell if they're male or female, obviously, but so I'm happy and excited because today was kind of a crappy day so far. It's been rainy, it's just been icky. I got a possum and that was it. And so I checked a lot of empty traps and I was feeling kind of down on myself. So this made up for it. So we're gonna take care of these fox and then we'll get the remake. So the reason I use pink traps is most people think it's because I like the color pink, and I do. But when we had people sending us pictures for Sawmill Creek, we had a gentleman who was sending us pictures of all of his catches, and he had yellow traps. And I always thought that was kind of odd because Michael always waxed and boiled traps, so I didn't honestly know that there was any other way that you could do it. And I asked Nick, why the yellow traps? What's the deal with the yellow traps? And he said, well, it allowed him to be able to see his traps from a far distance. He could, use a pair of binoculars, or he could stand back and be able to see that yellow popped up out of the ground, if there was a catch, if there was a misfire or something like that. So it allowed him to stay away from the traps, which, and I'm assuming for him it was scent. Me, I'm really pokey. So I don't walk as fast as Michael, and before we had the side-by-side, he'd be up to the traps, check them, and back. Well, that was fine whenever it was just me and him, but whenever it was just me, I needed something that was going to speed things up. So I decided I was going to paint my traps. That way I'd be able to see them from a farther distance, not have to walk right up to the traps, use a pair of binoculars or so on. So I picked the color pink because I like pink, but that was the whole reason for painting my traps in the first place.
Trapping Across America is brought to you by Sawmill Creek Baits and Lures, Trapping Girl Inc., F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post, J3 Outdoors, Element Outdoors, Reveal Trail Cameras, High Country Control, Tacticam, and Centro & Sons Fur Company.
Trapping Girl started because I went out on the line with my husband for years, and I would use his equipment. And then when I decided I was going to do this on my own, he gave me a bag full of everything that I needed. I got to my first set, the bag weighed, I swear it was like 50 pounds. So I came up with the thought that there needs to be things that are more geared towards women. Our hand sizes, our strength. Now there are women out there who can handle the tools that the men do and have no problems, and that is awesome and amazing. I unfortunately am not one of those women, and that was the thing with Trapping Girl. I wanted trapping to be able to be something that anyone could do if they want to. Whether you're a child, whether you are a gentleman who maybe has some arthritis in his hands or whatnot, I wanted there to be tools and equipment that anyone could use, feel comfortable with it, and I kind of made it pink so that it was fun. It's just fun. So we have a double and coons here. One's Michael's, one's mine. We set these last night. We're gonna get them remade. Hopefully we'll have a coyote in them. That was the original thought on these. And there you go.
So these boxes are already preloaded with my trap, cable extension, and there's a quick link on the trap. I just take them out, a bucket of beaver meat. We just get a nice big chunk, throw it in there. And now we're gonna go put this in. We're just gonna come in. We're gonna find a nice flat place to put our box. Run our cable extension around our tree. Get my trigger set, make sure my safety stay on. Now we'll take our safeties off, flip this up, slide it back, come back probably 5 inches. And then we're just going to take our quick link, attach it to here. Once that's done, we'll take our lure, Some Bailey Hollow, it's a nice skunky lure. Come up here over our heads, so I don't have to worry about getting my head on it, getting it in my hat or my hair. And we'll get some lure on the tree, and we're done. Sawmill Creek Baits and Lures, we offer different baits, lures for just about any species that you're interested in trapping. We can be contacted at www.sawmillcreekbaitandlures.com.